see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm putting intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yellow lady, yellow lady.
55. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check
over.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here we go.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Breeze to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so.
But I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Going up top for Miller. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
I got it. Check, crunch.
We're good. Line 4, ready.
Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ready. 95-56.
On play action, now Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there at 22.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Watson with a give to Miller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. A 1st down carry now for Miller. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
47, 81. Mike, 47. Switch.
Watson now to throw on third down. Buying time to his... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Watch twist.
You kill. Eleven.
Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. Brandon Dunn. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw, it's Breeze. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now out comes Houston. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 37-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And now it's second down.
Check back 47. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Alert.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Hey,
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Back to the air. Watson on second down. Throw left side complete to QT. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll run on first down. It's Miller. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
From the 22, Watson. Now he's forced out, and he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And a short gain here down to the 22. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. Fairbairn able to put this one through. That's it for the first. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 21. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the gun on third, Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Sherrills. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ready, yellow lady.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Brandon Dunn in on the stop.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Ready, 95, 56. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, pick your game up, honey.
Breeze now on first down. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, echo. Here we go, D. Hey, check right. Watching your guard. Switch. Kill. Check. 0-2. 5.
Breeze now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll air it out, and that's caught inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
He'll let this go for the end zone. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 31 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson, rolling to his right. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hop. And he is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 39 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Back now in Houston, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 55. Check 55. 5-9. Here we go, D. Here I go. Kill. Hey, Zoo. Check 3.
On 1st down, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Charlie. 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. I'm coming after you. Mike, 59.
To throw is Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Matthews, the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The catch made by Miller. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards. Watson now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now Foreman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Texans have taken the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and the lead is up to 5. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady. Tight down. There you go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Breeze to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration, but now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Delta. Watch the pass. Hey, check back.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And he finds Cook. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Alpha.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. On 1st down, it's Miller. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Jim. Banjo.
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Ready? 13. 65. Go. Hey, easy.
I got you. Mike 41. You got a wedge there. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.